Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? If you were with me last week, then you know we're drawing some of the heroes or good guys of TV and film animation. As I explained, I'm not really talking about crime fighters. I just mean characters that in some way show courage, integrity, honesty, strength of character, that kind of thing. This week we're going to go all the way back to the humble beginnings of animation and draw two of the early heroes, starting today with the first superhero of animation, Felix the Cat. While I've drawn Felix once before early on in Level Up Cartooning, today I thought we'd do one of our dynamic pose exercises. We start with a basic pose for Felix, and then we use those proportions to draw some other dynamic poses of Felix around that first pose. I have found this to be a great exercise to really level up your understanding on how to draw a character in action. Anyways, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright, so let's draw the first superstar of animation, Felix the Cat. We're going to draw Felix step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. Felix is basically 2.5 heads tall. In other words, however tall his head is, the entire character is 2.5 of those. Okay? So let's start with that roadmap for Felix in our dynamic pose exercise. So there's our roadmap for Felix. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help you know where to put Felix's eyes, nose, mouth, and some of the other things. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay? So let's rough out the features for Felix the Cat. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of Felix. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw on the final details of Felix. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always draw with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for Felix. Alrighty, there he is, the very first superstar of cartoon animation, Felix the Cat. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Felix before, you can't expect to have drawn him perfectly, especially with these extra poses. You notice I don't spend time darkening in Felix during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Felix the Cat. And with that, you can draw him again and again. And by all means, darken in his body when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series, where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So I'd love to see your drawing of Felix. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram. And don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you've enjoyed our little dynamic pose exercise with Felix. Remember to join me Friday, when we'll do the same exercise with another classic hero of cartoon animation, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.